Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to our Caitanya Caritāmrta overview class. We'll begin with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानो सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So welcome everyone. We are discussing from Caitanya Caritāmrta. We are discussing from Adi Leela. We are in chapter 13. So far we have discussed how Kaviraj Goswami describes the first 14 verses of the first chapter of the Adi Leela in the 7 chapters, and they form the Mangalacharan. Then 8th chapter, Kaviraj Goswami described how he received the orders to write this great literature of Sri Chaitanya Charitāmrta. And then 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, these 4 chapters described the branches of Chaitanya tree. Various devotees of Lord Chaitanya, devotees of Nityananda Prabhu, devotees of Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit. And then in this 13th chapter, Kaviraj Goswami starts the description of the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is the Adi Leela. So Adi Leela is the first 24 years of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a householder, and the rest of the pastimes are called as Shesha Leela. And Shesha Leela are divided into 2 parts, Madhya Leela and Antya Leela. So Madhya Leela is the first 6 years of sannyas. Mahaprabhu took sannyas at the age of 24 years, and then for first 6 years he kept on traveling to various places. He went to South India, he went to Vrindavan, Navadvip, and then for remaining 18 years he was there in Jagannath Puri. So Kaviraj Goswami begins this description of the appearance of the Lord by telling that first Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna, he sent his superiors. All the elders, they appeared, headed by Nilambar Chakravarti and Purandar Upendra Mishra, who was the father of Jagannath Mishra. And then so many other devotees also appeared. And then Nityanand Prabhu, Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, Shachi Devi, and all that. Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur. So we had discussed till verse number 62. So in the verse number 62, Kaviraj Goswami says that finally, after all the devotees appeared, Krishna, he appeared himself as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So before the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees from Navadvip, they would gather at the home of Advaita Acharya, because he was the only devotee, he was the only Acharya, devotee Acharya, Vaishnava Acharya, and all the other, so-called Pandits, they were either Mayavadis or Karmakandis. So all the devotees, they would just assemble at the home of Advaita Acharya, and they would discuss Harikatha. So Kaviraj Goswami describes that in these meetings, Advaitacharya, he used to recite the various scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and he would establish the philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam. He would establish that how jnana and karma, karma kand, that means all the fruitive activities and all the philosophical speculation, jnana. Jnana means that which is devoid of bhakti. That is the gyan which is described here as philosophical speculation. So Advaitacharya, he established the supremacy of bhakti marga over all these lower principles of jnana and karma. So he would very strongly establish. And he described that in all the scriptures, it is said that Krishna, he is a supreme Lord. And although devotional service is described everywhere, but devotees of the Lord, they are not interested in anything else but bhakti. Although in all the scriptures, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, that is also described, jnana and karma, that is also described, but devotees are not interested in anything else. Devotees are not interested in mystic powers, that is Ashtanga yoga, yogic powers. They are not interested in karma. They are not interested in jnana. So therefore, they do not accept any other process but bhakti. Vedeshu yaggeshu tapasu chaivo daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam atteti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam upaiti chadyam. So bhakta, a devotee, gets everything, although he doesn't aspire for anything of this world. But just by practicing bhakti, one gets everything. A devotee should never have this doubt that I am losing something, I am missing something in life. Something is there which is, which I'll not get by practice of bhakti. No, devotees get everything, although they don't like it. Yat karmabhir, yat tapasa, jnana vairagyashchayat, yogena dana dharmena shreyo bhiritarayrapi sarvam mad bhakti yogena mad bhakto labhate anjasa swarga apavarga mad dhama kathanchid yadi vanchati. Krishna is telling to Uddhava, devotees, they get everything. Whatever results one obtains by practice of karma, yat karmabhir, yat tapasa, jnana, vairagya, yoga, dana, dharma, anything of this world, a devotee gets everything. Although he doesn't want it, but Krishna gives it. Just like in the case of Dhruv Maharaj. So therefore, devotees, all the Vaishnavas of this Navadvip, they were not interested in any of these things which was happening in Navadvip. All these Gyanis and Karmis and so-called speculators and Mayavadis, they were, giving all their philosophy, but devotees are not interested in that. So they were just interested in discussing about Krishna. They were always chanting, worshipping Krishna. That is a devotee. None of the things of this world attracts a devotee. Only Krishna consciousness attracts a devotee. Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti ritkarna rasayana katha tadjoshanadashu apavarga vartmani shraddharati bhaktiranokramishyati. Satam prasangan, devotees of the Lord, when they come together, what do they discuss? Mama virya samvida. They discuss about my pastimes. Krishna is saying, Bhavanti ritkarna rasayana katha. And this rasayan, this elixir of Krishna katha nourishes the devotee. Tadjoshanadashu apavarga vartmani. And when a devotee relishes this Krishna katha, then what happens? Shraddha, rati, bhakti, anukramishati. These three things, they come gradually. One's faith increases, one attraction for Krishna increases, and devotional service increases. So therefore, devotees are not interested in going anywhere. Nayatra Vaikunta Katha Sudha Paga Na sadhavo bhagavatastada nayatra yagyesha makha mahotsava suresha loko pinavaisha sevyatam. Nayatra Vaikuntha Katha, wherever there is no Krishna Katha happening, na sadhavo bhagavatas tadashraya, wherever there are no devotees, nayatra yagyesha makha mahotsava, wherever there are no festivals, just like a few days back we celebrated Radhashtami, then there was Janmashtami, then Sharad Purnima will come, then Gaur Purnima, Nityan Triyodashi. Devotees are interested in celebrating all these festivals. But if all these are not there, Suresh Loko Pinavaisha Sevyatam. They are not interested in going to heaven also. So all the Advaitacharya and all the devotees, they were discussing Harikatha. But a devotee by nature is very, very compassionate. He is not a selfish person. He doesn't want to just enjoy himself. He wants to give what he has received to everyone. He is Surida Sarvadehinam. He is Karunika. He is compassionate. So Advaitacharya, he was pained, to see that, oh, people are without Krishna consciousness. Just like Srila Prabhupada, when he went to America, when people go to America, they are attracted by the glamour of America. They adore and worship this American civilization. But when Srila Prabhupada went to America, what did he write in his Marakine Bhagavad Dharma? Oh my Lord, why you have brought me to this horrible place? Ugra Sthane, you have brought me to this most horrible place. How these people, how will they hear this message of Krishna consciousness? Rajastamo bhava era sabai achanna. Everywhere the modes of passion and ignorance are prevalent. How they will hear Harikatha? Prabhupada was not attracted by the glamour of this world. That's a pure devotee. One time, Srila Prabhupada was giving a class, and some devotees, they thought, if we should bring some big celebrities, so that PR activity will grow and people will understand Krishna consciousness and Prabhupada will like it. So they brought Miss Mexico, and this lady, when she came in her usual style, she was just moving around and just doing her things, not so much interested in Krishna consciousness. She just came to show off. And then in the end, this lady came to Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, thank you very much. I like this place and I'll come again. She didn't mean it as a way of saying. She said it. And that's what she would do everywhere, right? I will come again. But Srila Prabhupada was something different. He is somebody really amazing. He said, why will you come again? So this lady got a shock. Why will you come again? She didn't have any answer. So Prabhupada asked again, have you read Bhagavad Gita? She said no. Then why will you come again? So then she became completely humble. And then she asked, Swamiji, what should I do? And then Prabhupada explained the entire philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. So that is a pure devotee. He's not attracted by the glamour of the material world. He's just interested in delivering the fallen conditioned souls. Just like Prabhupada was once coming from a very successful program, thousands of people came. Everybody was, very nicely accepting this process. People were reciprocating, and it was a good program altogether. So Prabhupada and all the devotees, they were coming back in the car, and everybody was happy that everybody liked the program and they were so very receptive. One devotee, he saw that Prabhupada is looking out of the window and he has tears in his eyes. And he's looking at the skyscraper buildings. So Prabhupada, seeing it in this situation, they were confused. Said, what happened? Everything went well. So one devotee asked Prabhupada, what happened? Why are you having tears in your eyes? Prabhupada said, we should save them. Looking at the skyscraper buildings, he said, we should save them. That is a devotee. He is not attracted by the glamour of the world. So therefore, Advaitacharya, he felt so very pained to see the situation of people of Navadvip who are simply engrossed in sense enjoyment. So Prabhupada writes that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he would say that there is no scarcity of anything in this world. There is only one thing which is lacking, that is Krishna consciousness. That is a vision of a pure devotee. So therefore, Advaitacharya, he was thinking what to do. How will these people get delivered? Lokera nistara hetu karena chintan kemate sabalokera hoiba taran. He was thinking how to deliver all these people. Lokera nistara hetu karena chintan. Devotees are only thinking about others. How will they get delivered? They are preachers. They are Goshtyanandis. They are not happy, oh, ye log patit log hain, jao narak mein. No. He is interested in saving people. Advaitacharya is thinking, how? Kemata ye sab lokera karibataran. How will they get delivered? And then Advaitacharya thought, only if Krishna appears himself, then only all these people will be liberated. Otherwise, it is not possible. So in this way, he was thinking. So Prabhupada writes a very nice purport there. He says, just as a condemned person can be relieved by special favor of the chief executive or the head of the state, So just like if somebody has been given a capital punishment. So if he makes appeal to the President of India, and if President of India tells special case, give him some mercy, then his life can be saved. So Prabhupada writes, just as a condemned person can be relieved by the special favor of the head of the state, similarly, all of us, all the people of Kali Yuga, we are condemned. As Bhagavatam says, Prayan Alpayusha Sabhya, Kalavasmin Yuge Jana, Mandah Sumanda Matayo, Mandabhagya Upatrita. We are lazy, unintelligent, disturbed, distracted, unfortunate. So many qualifications we have. So all the condemned people of Kali Yuga can be delivered only by the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. Nobody else can deliver us. We are so fallen. So that's how Advaitacharya was thinking, that nobody else can help these people of Kali Yuga. Only if Krishna descends himself, then only he can save them. Then only he can give mercy. So thinking like this, he began to worship the Supreme Lord. Very simple. Krishna doesn't like big offerings. Yes, we can do big offering. We can offer big things, but Krishna is satisfied with small things also. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, yome bhaktya prayachati, tadaham bhakti upaharitam, ashnami prayatatmanaha. Very simple. One flower, one leaf, one fruit, little water. Krishna is not interested in big offerings. Just like Sudama, he went to Krishna with 4 palmfuls of chipped rice. He had nothing. And when he reached the palace of Dwarka, he realized, oh my God, what I have come to Dwarkadhish. He is the owner of the universe. He is the Akhilakoti Brahmanda Nayak, and I am giving him 4 palmfuls of chipped rice. So he was not ready to give, he was hiding. And Krishna is Supreme Lord. Who can hide anything from him? So then he asks Sudama, oh my friend, what have you brought from your home? Your wife must have sent something for me. Just like when you meet your friend, you ask, kya laya ghar se? Kuch to laya hoge na? That's how Krishna is asking Sudama. Kyumupayana manitam brahman me bhavata grihat anvapyuparitam bhaktai premna bhuryeva me bhavet bhuryapya bhakto paritam na me toshaya kalpate. Anu api uparitam bhaktai. Even if my devotee gives me little, I am so very pleased. Premna, I think it is a big offering. But if a non-devotee offers me a big thing, bhuri apya bhakto paritam, I am not satisfied. Name toshai kalpati. So therefore, Advaitacharya, he started offering tulsi leaves and Ganga Jal to his Shaligram Shila, because he had read in a Gautamiya Tantra that if somebody offers tulsi and Ganga Jal to the Lord, then Lord is purchased by that person. Tulsi dal matrena jalasya chulukena va vikrinate swamatmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsalaha. Vikrinate. Krishna is purchased by that person. And therefore, as a gratitude, he says, okay, what do you want? I'll come myself. So in this way, he was loudly crying the names of Krishna. Krishnera ahvana kare saghana hunkar. He was loudly calling. Krishnera ahvahan kare. He was calling. Hunkara Krishto Vilas Brajendra Kumar. And hearing the loud calls of Advaitacharya, Brajendra Kumar got attracted. Krishna got attracted. That is one of the external reasons for appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The three external reasons we have discussed earlier: to establish the Yuga Dharma of Nam Sankirtan, to give Prema Bhakti, and on the appeal of Advaitacharya. So Advaitacharya was calling loudly, Krishnera Havan Kare Saghana Hunkar, Hunkara Krishna Hila Brajendra Kumar. Brajendra Kumar got attracted. That is the power of a devotee. He can attract Krishna also. And then Kaviraj Goswami now continues what happened. Before the birth of before the birth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi, every year they would give birth. Shachi Devi would give birth to a daughter. Consecutively for 8 years, Shachi Devi gave birth to a very beautiful young daughter, newborn child, but the child died immediately after birth. As a result, both Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi, they were so very sad. They were really morose, very unhappy, and they were never hopeless. That is a devotee. They never gave up their devotional service. They continued to serve Krishna. In contrast to the people of this world, when they go to God and they ask something and they don't get it, then they say, oh, there's no use serving this person. There's no use serving God. But Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi, they were always hopeful. If you are not an optimist, you are an atheist. That's what is said. So therefore, they were always hopeful that yes, avashya rakshibe Krishna iti vishwas palan. For sure, Krishna will protect me. Krishna will give mercy. In this way, they were praying. In Bhagavatam also, when Vasudev, he could not save his 6 children. And when Krishna appeared, he took Krishna out of the prison house. Shukdev Goswami uses a very nice word. Tatasya shauri bhagavat prachodita sutam samadaya sasutika grihat. Shauri. Vasudev is called as Shauri. Shauri means a very brave, powerful person. What type of bravery Vasudev had shown? He could not even protect his 6 children. He could not give any comfort to his wife. So, in the eyes of Krishna, bravery doesn't mean you always become victorious. You never fail. No, that is not bravery in the eyes of Krishna. Bravery means you deny to, give up. You're always hopeful. Even after getting so many failures, if we are hopeful, in the eyes of Krishna, that is a Shauri. That is a brave person. Tatascha Shauri Bhagavat Prachodita Sutam Samadaya Sasutika Griha. That's why he's called a Shauri. So Vasudev and Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Mata, they were very hopeful. They continued to serve the Supreme Lord, desiring a son. After this, by the mercy of the Lord, they got a son, and he named them. He was named as, small son was named as Vishwa Rupa. And Vishwa Rupa, who was he? He was the incarnation of Baladev himself. He was the most qualified, most wonderful, beautiful child, full of all the wonderful qualities. So he was the elder brother of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Gaur Hari. So Prabhupada writes something about Vishwarup, that Vishwarup, when he was little grown up, so Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi, they wanted to get him married, but he was not interested in getting married. And he left home without telling anyone. And he took sannyas, and he was known as Shankararanya. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas, he wanted to search out where his brother has gone. So he already knew that Vishwarup had disappeared a year before. Mahaprabhu took sannyas in 1510. And Vishwarup had already disappeared from this world in 1509 in Pandharpur. So in Pandharpur, there is a place where this Vishwarup disappeared from this world. So Prabhupada writes something more about who is this Vishwarup. So this Vishwarup is an incarnation of Sankarshan himself. He is Baladev himself. And after disappearance of Vishwarup, he was there in the body of Nityananda Prabhu, because he is the same Balram. And then Kaviraj Goswami describes who is this Sankarshan. Sankarshan, he is the efficient and the material cause of this universe. That means he is the he is the cause of the universe, which provides all the ingredients, and because of him only this universe appears in this world. He is the efficient cause and material cause. He provides the material for the creation of this universe, and he creates this universe also through Garbhodakshai, Karanodakshai, Shirodakshai Vishnu. So that is what is described here. And then Kaviraj Goswami describes that this universal form is also called as Vishwa Rupa, Virata Rupa, Vishwa Rupa. This is also a form of the Lord only. So therefore, there is nothing in this cosmic manifestation except the Supreme Lord, because everything is coming from Supreme Lord only, right? Dravya, Kala, Chakarmascha, Swabhavo, Jiva, Evacha, Vasudevo, Paro, Anyo, Nachanyo, Artho, Asti, Tattvataha. Everything in this world is coming from Vasudeva. Dravya, Kala, Karma, Swabhava, and Jiva. So then Kaviraj Goswami says, this is not wonderful for the Supreme Lord. Naitachitram Bhagavati Hiyanante Jagadishware Otam Protam Idam Yasvin Tantushanga Yathapataha. Kaviraj Goswami quotes a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, where it is described that, there is nothing wonderful for the Lord in this world. Lord can do anything. Lord can do everything. Because whatever is existing in this world is a manifestation of Supreme Lord's power only. Hi anante jagadishwar, otam protam idam vishwam. Just like the threads in a cloth, they run lengthwise and breadthwise, and that's what is cloth actually. So therefore, anything in this world, it is manifestation of the Supreme Lord only. Nothing is impossible for him. In Padyavali, there is a wonderful verse. Ambodhistalatam salam jalalitam dhulilava shailatam shailo mritkarantam trinakulishatam vajram trinakshinatam vahani shitalatam himam dahanataam ayati yasyechaya leela durlitadbhutavyasinine krishnaya tasmai namaha. Krishna can do anything. Nothing is impossible for him. He can make a ambodhi. He can make a ocean into a dry land. Sthalatam. Sthalam jaladhitam. He can make a dry land into an ocean. Ambodh. He can make a dust particle into a mountain. Dhuli lavashailatam. And he can make a mountain into dust. Shailo mritkanatam. He can make a blade of grass into a thunderbolt and thunderbolt into a grass. He can make fire cool and he can make ice hot. So that is Krishna. So therefore nothing is wonderful for Krishna. Krishna can do anything. And Sankarshan, he is just a plenary expansion of Krishna. So therefore Kaviraj Goswami describes about this Nityananda Vishwarup. Ataeva Prabhu Tare Bole Bada Bhai Krishna Balaram Dui Caitanya Nitai. Therefore Mahaprabhu would call him Bada Bhai. He is our elder brother, right? Ataeva Prabhu Tare Bole Bada Bhai. Because he is present in every cosmic manifestation. Krishna Balaram Dui Caitanya Nitai. And that Balaram is Nityananda Prabhu. So Vishwarup, after disappearance, merged in the body of Nityananda Prabhu, and that Nityananda Prabhu is the one who is the source of Sankarshan. We have discussed in great detail, right? So Kaviraj Goswami describes like that. Then Kaviraj Goswami continues that husband and wife, Shachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra, they were so very happy after Vishwarup was born. Because after 8 daughters died, then Vishwarup appeared. And amazing thing which happened is, when their desires were fulfilled, they didn't stop worshipping Krishna. They started worshipping Krishna more intensely. Prabhupada writes, when a common man becomes opulent, he forgets God. Bhul jate hain Bhagwan. But the more opulent a devotee becomes, by the grace of the Lord, the more he becomes attached to the Lord. That is a proof of a devotee. After becoming successful materially, do we increase our devotional service or forget Krishna? If we forget Krishna, that means we are not so mature. So Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Mata, they are showing by their example that after getting a child, their devotional service became more strong, more intense, as the expression of gratitude. Because if you are not grateful, then we are great fools. Only a fool will not be grateful. Tam sukharadhyam rijubhir ananya sharanair nibhir kritagya konu seveta duraradhyam asadhubi. Only a sadhu will be a kritagya. Only a wicked person will be ungrateful. But a devotee, he is always grateful for whatever he has received in his life. Whatever we have, nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to Krishna. So we have to be really grateful for everything. So after appearance of Vishwarup, then in the year of 1406 of Shaka era, that means 1485 of the English calendar. 1406 of Shaka era, that corresponds to 1485 of the English calendar, AD. Lord Krishna entered the mind of Jagannath Mishra. From the mind of Jagannath Mishra, he entered the mind of Shachi Devi, just like Krishna. Krishna entered the mind of Vasudeva, and then from the mind of Vasudeva entered the mind of Devaki. So Jagannath Mishra, he he was telling Shachi Mata that nowadays I am seeing very wonderful things. And I am seeing that your body has become effulgent, just like uh, Devaki. When Devaki, when Krishna entered the body of Devaki, she became very effulgent. And seeing the effulgence of Devaki, Kamsa could understand that for sure my enemy has entered the womb of Devaki. Tam vikshya kamsa prabhayajitantaram virochayantam bhavanam shuchi smitam aheshame pranaharo hari guham dhruvam shritoyam napureyam idrishi tam vikshya chintam prabhaya. When he saw the effulgence of Devaki, virochayantam bhavanam, she was illuminating the entire prison house, which was dark. Shuchi, she was looking very clean, she was happy. He understood. Ahesh, for sure. Pran haro hari. Hari, who will take my life, has entered the womb of Devaki. Similarly, when Krishna entered the womb of Shachi Devi, Jagannath Mishra is telling to Shachi, I am seeing beautiful things, wonderful things. You have become so very effulgent. It appears that as if goddess of fortune is personally staying in our house. I have never seen you so beautiful. He says, wherever I go, wherever and whenever I am going, all the people, they are coming and they are offering me respects and they are giving me so many gifts even without asking. This has never happened so far. It's so very wonderful. And Shachi Mata told then her husband that yes, I am seeing dreams, and the dreams I see effulgent beings coming and offering prayers, just like Devatas, they were coming and offering prayers. Garbha Stuti, the second chapter of the 10th canto. So Shachi Mata is also having such dreams that all the celestial beings, Devatas, are coming and offering prayers. And Jagannath Mishra said, yes, I also saw in the dream that the abode of Lord entered my heart, and from my heart it entered your heart. And I'm sure that very soon a great personality will take birth. So they were all so very happy, blissful, satisfied. In this way, 13 months passed by. And generally, it lasts till 9 months. 13 months passed by, there was no sign of pregnancy, delivery. So both parents again became apprehensive. The father of Shachi Mata, his name was Nilambar Chakravarti, and he was a great astrologer. Who was Nilambar Chakravarti? He was Gargacharya. He was a person who was sent by Vasudev to do Namakaran of Krishna and Balaram. Yadunamaham Acharya Khyatascha Bhuvi Sarvada Sutam Maya Samskritam Te Manyate Devagi Sutam. So when he went to Nanda Maharaj told, please, and you give Namkaran, you are expert in Jyotish, you see the chart of my child, and please give him a good name. So Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi approached Nilambar Chakravarti, and he did all the astrological calculations, and he said that this child is waiting for the most auspicious occasion to appear in this world. And in 1486, in the month of Falgun, that is February and March, on the evening of full moon day, in the Purnima day, Falgun Purnima, the Lord, that auspicious moment arrived. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes in his Amrit Pravaha Bhashya, Prabhupada writes in the purport, the detail about the horoscope of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. What was the auspicious sign? What all planets, all the celestial, nice, auspicious planets were there in proper positions, just like Krishna. When Krishna appeared, all the nice, auspicious planets, they arranged themselves very nicely. And similarly, when Mahaprabhu appears, same Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears, Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All the planets, they arrange themselves very nicely. Simmarasi, Simmarashi, Simmalagna, Uchchagrahagana, Shadvarga, Ashtavarga, Sarva Sulakshana. Simmarashi, the moon was in Leo in the zodiac sign. Simmarashi, Simmalagna, and the Leo was the ascendant, Prabhupada writes. The birth Rashi was Leo. And Ucha Grahagana, very auspicious planets were there, strongly positioned. Shadvarga, Ashtavarga, Sarva Sulakshan. So Prabhupada writes about this. What is this Shadvarga and Ashtavarga? He quotes Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. He was a great astrologer, and he has written about this Shadvarga. And according to the astrology, anybody who knows the relationship between the planets and the rulers of the planets, then he can determine the division, 6 divisions. That is called a Shadvarga. And whoever can do so, he can describe what is the auspiciousness of the moment of birth of a child. So when Mahaprabhu appeared, everything was all auspicious. Shadvarga, Sulakshan. And one who knows the process of Ashtavarga, one who knows how to calculate the Ashtavarga, he can predict what will be the auspicious event in the life of the child, what will be the inauspicious event in the life of the child. So in Mahaprabhu's life, everything was all auspicious. He is Supreme Lord himself. What can be, how can there be any inauspiciousness? One time, Mahaprabhu, as a young boy, he went to an astrologer and he asked, "Can you tell me my past birth?" So this astrologer was famous for telling the past birth. So he said, "Yes, show me your hand." And as this astrologer started reading the hands of Mahaprabhu, he went into, he closed his eyes, he was meditating, and he's seeing Ram, he's seeing Narsimha, Parshuram, Vamana, and he was completely bewildered. He came out of the meditation and he was confused, what I'm seeing. And then this young boy Nimai, he laughed and walked away, ran away. So when Lord appears, everything appears, all the planets, they are all auspicious. And then the famous verses appear. So when Lord appeared in this world, when he appeared on a day of lunar eclipse. Generally, lunar eclipse is considered very, very inauspicious. One time, Jayadvait Maharaj, he was just giving a class and he was making a joke. He was saying, lunar eclipse less serious, Surya Grahan less serious, and solar eclipse more serious, Surya Grahan. So Chandra Grahan less serious, Surya Grahan more serious. And he said the most serious, what is Pani Grahan. So anyways, so when Lord appeared in this world, it was Chandra Grahan. So Prabhupada writes, what is Chandra Grahan? When the Rahu comes in front of Chandra, full moon. So our Acharyas, Kaviraj Goswami says, why there was a solar eclipse? There were 2 reasons. He said, Akalanka Gaur Chandra Diladarshan Sakalanga Chandra Arakona Prayojan. When Akalanga Gaur Chandra, and Gaur Chandra, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is spotless moon, Akalanka Gaur Chandra, then what is the use of this moon which is full of spots? Sakalanka Gaur Chandra Kona Prayojan. What is the use of this Chandra which is full of spots? That's why Rahu covered that sun, covered that moon. That was the first reason. And second reason was most important. What was the purpose of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance in this world? He wanted to drown the entire world in this love of God. He wanted to inaugurate this Sankirtan movement. ऐछे प्रेम ऐछे नृत्य ऐछे हरि ध्वनि, कहाँ नहीं देखी यार कहाँ नहीं सुनी, भट्टाचार्य कहे मधुर वचन, चैतन्य सृष्टि प्रेम संकीर्तन. So this Prem Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy names of the Lord, that is inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he wanted to inaugurate this Sankirtan movement, that is the Yuga Dharma, that's why he has come. So whenever there is inauspicious event like Surya Grahan or Chandra Grahan, so it is a tradition that all the Indians, at least Hindu Dharma people, they come together and chant the names of Lord. So, when this Chandra Grahan happened, everyone was chanting the names of Krishna, 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 Hari. All the three worlds were inundated by that. So that is how Mahaprabhu wanted to inaugurate this Sankirtan movement. Jaya Jaya Dhani Haila Sakala Bhuvan, Chamatkar Hoya Lok Bhave Mane Man. The entire world, all the three worlds were full of the Jaya Jaya Dhani. The entire world was, everybody was chanting Krishna, Krishna, Hari, Jaya Jaya Dhani, Everybody was chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol, And everybody was completely awestruck. Jagat bhariya loke bole Hari Hari, sei kshane Gaur Krishna bhume avatari. Entire universe was chanting Krishna Hari, Hari Hari, Jagat bhariya loka bole Hari Hari. Sei kshane, at that moment, Gaur Krishna bhume avatari. At that moment, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared as Gaur Krishna. Krishna in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And when Mahaprabhu appeared, what happened? Prasanna hoila sab jagate raman, Hari boli Hindu ke hasya koroe yavan. So another interesting thing was happening. Generally, only Hindus chant the names of Hari, right? All the Muslims and other religion people, they don't chant. But all the Muslims on the pretext of making fun of Hindus, they were also chanting, oh, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari bol rahe, Hari Hari, they're making fun of Hindus, but they were also chanting. So that's how Mahaprabhu, he drowned the entire world in this chanting of holy names. All the 10 directions, they were resounding. Everybody was jubilant, happy. Nadiya Udayagiri, Purna Chandra Gaur Hari, Kripa Kori Hoila Uday, Papatama Hoilana, Shri Jagatera Ullas, Jagabhari Hari Dhvani Hoy. Nadiya is the place, Navadvip. It is compared to a rising mountain, the mountain in which Purna Chandra Gaur Hari, Mahaprabhu, who is Purna Chandra, Kripa Kori Hoila Uday. By his mercy, he appeared in this Nadiya, in this mountain of Navadvip. And as he appeared, then what happened? Papatama Hoilanash. The darkness of ignorance was destroyed. Papatama Hoilanash, Trijagatera Ullas. All the three worlds became happy. Jagabhari Hari Dhvani Hoy. Everybody was chanting the names of Hari. That was the purpose. Sei Pancha Tattva Mili Prithvi Asiya, Purve Prema Bhandare Ramdra Ughadiya, Has Panche Mili Lute Prem Korea Swadan, Yata Yata Piye Trishna Bade Anukshan. All the 5 people, Panch Tattva Mili Prithvi Asiya, they came on this planet Earth, and there was a lock which was there on this treasure house of love of God. Pache mili lute prem mudra ughadiya. They broke apart this seal and then they are drinking, they are tasting themselves. Lute prem, they are squandering and they are distributing. Koreya swadan. And the more they taste, the more they are becoming thirsty. So that's how Jagabhari Haridhwani is happening. And then at that time, what happened? Advaita Acharya, who was at Shantipur, and Haridas Thakur, who was also there at that place, that time, they felt so very happy, jubilant, and they started dancing, and they don't know why they are dancing. But they felt so happy, they were dancing and loudly chanting Hare Krishna, and everybody's thinking, what is this? Why Advaita Acharya is dancing? Nobody could understand. And Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur seeing the lunar eclipse and seeing all these things, they are laughing and dancing and loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra in great jubilation. And in this way, they were also astonished. Why we are so very happy? They were also surprised and confused. They were very amazed. Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, he expressed to Advaita Acharya. He said, actually, the way you are dancing, it is so very pleasing to me, and I can understand that there must be some special purpose. Otherwise, why will you dance like this? So that's how Advaita Acharya and all these great devotees, they were so very happy and absorbed. Then there were other devotees like Acharya Ratna, who was also known as Chandrasekhar, Srivas Thakur. They were also happy. They were also very joyful. They immediately went to the bank of Ganga. They took bath and they also became very happy. They were also chanting and dancing. Everybody was joyful. In this way, everywhere in the city and in the country of Navadvipa, everywhere this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra was going on. So that's how Mahaprabhu, when he appeared, he drowned, and even in just before birth also and after his birth also. And throughout the life, he drowned everyone in this chanting of love, Hare Krishna mantra. And then as now Mahaprabhu has appeared, the Supreme Lord has appeared, everybody was so very happy, blissful. Nobody knew that he is a Supreme Lord, but just by, being inspired by the Lord, everybody was so very happy. All the great devotees, Brahmanas, all the wives of Brahmanas, everybody came to the home of Jagannath Mishra carrying beautiful, nice gifts for the newborn child. And this newborn child, he had a complexion of gold. He was very beautiful, effulgent, and all these people, they were so very happy seeing this Gaur Chandra. And taking the advantage of this crowd, all the celestial ladies, they also dressed themselves as ordinary village ladies. Even the devatas, they appeared, they became ordinary brahmanas. They were also coming, they were also bringing beautiful gifts, just like when Vamanadeva appeared, all the devatas were coming and offering beautiful gifts. Varuna came with umbrella, Mother Earth came with a deer skin, somebody brought begging pot, somebody gave a staff, somebody gave slippers, somebody gave, so many things were given. Similarly, all the devatas, they were presenting gifts to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, small Nimai. Everybody was coming. Lord Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Vashishta Rishi, great sages of the Tapaloka, Janaloka, they were all coming and giving gifts. Even the Apsaras were coming. Even Lakshmi Devi herself came. So that's how entire atmosphere was full of jubilation. All the inhabitants of Siddhaloka, Tapaloka, Janaloka, Charanaloka, everybody was coming, dressing themselves as Brahmanas and offering beautiful prayers in the glorification of the small newborn child Nimai, who was none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we'll stop here. We'll continue from here next time. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions? Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai.